Hi, Stuart, how are you doing? Please see you again. Yeah. So Stuart, thank you very much for having us over. Fortunately, I was in town. You need a tape measure, you need an assistant, properly attired, exactly what we want to see, and nothing in your pockets, no belt, shoes on, fits well, makes the process simple and seamless, excuse the pun. So with that in mind, we can move forward from here. So, do me a favor, just hop up on top of that, just be careful. Now we start the process. So the first measurement I'm gonna take, neck go down, chronological order. It's a lot easier. So when your assistant is doing it, we'll show you how it's done. Right, so we're gonna take your neck measurement. So you need some comfort. So you notice I put one finger inside. So the tape measures just below the Adam's apple, one finger inside for comfort. So your measurement is 16.5. So Tiana is gonna record the measurement, 16.5. That's your neck measurement. So this measurement is very important for both the shirt and the jacket. The jacket because we get the correct collar circumference. So the next measurement, Stuart, we're going to do is your chest measurement, right? So if you can just open your arms a bit, right? I'm going to get the tape measure just up under your arm, and we're going to wrap it around the fullest part of your chest. And it's as parallel as possible. So you can put your arms down now. I'm checking the back here to make sure the tape measures as parallel as possible. And now we come to the front and make sure it's on the fullest part of your chest, which is usually around the nipple area. But you can observe I have one finger inside the tape measure, and that's for comfort. Your chest measurement is actually 43.5. So Tiana will record that measurement. So the next measurement is your stomach measurement. So just like we did with the chest, we're going to do a similar measurement for your stomach. So once again, around the fullest part of your stomach, I'm going to ensure that the tape measures parallel once again. So, this is a bit of a subjective tight measurement. You don't want the jacket to be too tight on your stomach. So again, I'm going to leave one finger inside the tape measure, and I've already checked behind. It's parallel once again. So your measurement, Tiana, you're going to record, it's 40.5. Now this measurement depends on how much comfort you require. Some people may leave a little extra because you don't want the jacket pulling, but this is usually good. Our tailors will know what to do. So 40.5 is your stomach measurement. So short. So the measurement I took on your stomach, you notice I gave you a bit of comfort, right? So my bespoke suit, my jacket here, you can see it's not stressing. So I'm able to open it and close it very, very easily. And that's why that measurement is quite important. So you have your legs closed in, which is fine. I want you to point your arms forward. Give me some room to take the measurement. So again, this is circumference again. So you take the measurement around the fullest part of your seat, again ensuring that the tape measure is as parallel as possible. So in the back now you can see I have it on the fullest part of your seat, and it's parallel again. And once more we have our one finger inside. So your hip measurement is 45.5. So short, the next set of measurements we're going to take will be your shoulder and arms. So because your shirt fits well on your shoulder bone, because taking this measurement is quite important. So it's slightly off, but I'm going to adjust it. It's from end to end, and it's where your shoulder curves in, the bone here. So I'm going to take this measurement, and this is very important how you do it. So I'm adjusting it slightly to where you think your shoulder bone is. We're going to come over the slope of your shoulder below your neck, come to the other end, so from end to end. So in your case, George, you're a 19 shoulder measurement. So next I'm going to take your arm measurements, these measurements against circumference measurements, and of course length. So we start with your bicep measurement. Now, something you need to pay attention to now. In your case, you put your arm down, always relaxed. Some people have a bigger upper arm because of, if you're trained. So I'm going to take two measurements. I'm going to take your upper arm, because it bulges out a bit, and your bicep. So the tailor would know how to adjust for this situation where it's not too tight on your shoulder. So to get the upper arm, I'm going to put the tape measure up under your arm, but get it to the largest part of your bicep, or my bicep, but arm. Again, one finger inside. So in this case, I'm going to give you 15 3/4. Relax your arm. Now I'm going to come to your bicep measurement. You're going to see there's a difference here. The bicep measurement, 13.5. So if I only took the bicep measurement, you'd wind up with a problem. The upper arm is going to be too tight, indentation on the shoulder, which is not good. So we take your wrist measurement now. Again, it's just wrapping the tape around just below your wrist bone. And in your case, we can do a finger inside your 7 3/4. You don't want this measurement too tight or too big because the sleeve circumference at the bottom looks off. So 7 3/4 is what we're going to record for you. Because your seam is sitting more or less in the correct spot, I'm going to put the tape measure about a 1/4 inch above the seam because this takes care of the padding, etc. So you don't want to put it just on the seam. So I put it on the seam, come down, adjust angle, and come to just where your wrist bone ends. You see, just at the break of your wrist bone. So in your case, I'm going to give you 24 inches. That's your length, your arm length. Finally, with the jacket, we need to get your jacket length. That's a very important measurement, and a lot of care needs to be taken with this measurement. So place the tape measure at the highest point of your shoulder at the base of the neck. So it's right here. We bring it over your chest, and where we stop here is somewhat subjective. So usually we like to stop by the crotch level here. So in your case, you're 30 inches now. Some people like it a bit longer, a bit shorter. You can probably adjust 1/2 inch either way, right? This measurement is quite important. So I'm going to give you 30 inches. And also because of your height, you're 6'1", I think you told me earlier on, 30 seems correct. Now, this can be adjusted during the fitting process because remember, with Bespoke suit, we do a fitting. It comes in semi-finished from our tailors in Hong Kong. And when we fit, we can visually look at it because sometimes the visual angle is much better than all these standard measurements. So that's when we determine if 31 is fine or we need to go shorter. But having the jacket first too short, we can't lengthen the jacket. You can only shorten the jacket. So I go towards being more cautious then. And I give you 1 inch longer. So now that we've finished the jacket's measurements, it's a lot easier to just go to the shirt. We have your arm length that we did for the jacket. All we do is just add 1/2 inch to that measurement and we get where your sleeve is supposed to fall. That's all we need because all the measurements we took are gonna give us the measurement that we need and the shirt is finished. So short, in case you wanted to get a vest, so you wanted a 3-piece suit, I'm gonna take 2 additional measurements for the vest. That's all we need, the front length and the back length. So we're gonna place the tape measure there. Highest part of your shoulder, the base of the neck. We're going to bring it on over your chest and we're going to stop about 1.5 inches below the bottom of the waistband. So in this case here, I'm going to give you 25 3/4 would be your front vest length. We're going to do the back length as well, similar to what we did in the front, except in the back, we put it at the base of the collar and we bring it on to about 1 inch below the waistband. So in this case, I'll give you 22.5 inches for the back length of the vest. So the vest is complete. All that's remaining to complete the process are your pants measurements. So when we're taking the waist measurement, it's important that you have your pants on your desired waistline. Some men wear it higher, some men lower. In your case, you have it exactly correct. So I'm going to take that measurement now with the same way we took the stomach and the chest measurement. Make sure the tape is not over the waistband because you'll distort that measurement. So I'm going to correct it in the back. Make sure we don't have the tape overlapping the waistband. So try to get it in the waistband so we get your correct exact measurement. So again, this measurement, however, unlike the other measurements, the tape measure must be tight. This is what holds the pants on the waist. So the tape measure has to be tight. I'm not leaving any finger inside. It's exact. So your waist now is 39. So you have your legs closed in, which is fine. I want you to point your arms forward. Give me some room to take the measurement. So again, this is circumference again. So you take the measurement around the fullest part of your seat. Again, ensuring that the tape measure is as parallel as possible. So in the back now, you can see I have it on the fullest part of your seat and it's parallel again. And once more, we have our one finger inside. So your hip measurement is 45.5. So now I'm going to move to your pants measurement. So again, if you can just point your arms forward. So we're going to take underneath the crotch, bring it to the fullest part of your thigh. In this case, again, parallel and 1 finger inside. So that's 27 inches would be your thigh measurement. So your thigh measurement with one finger inside is 27 inches. Tape measure parallel. Locate your knee. Again, you can see with the tape measure parallel, it's 17 and a half. And the calf, same thing we do, locate your calf. And your calf measurement is 16 and a half. The next measurement I'm going to take would be your U-rise. So your U-rise determines how high up you need your pants on your crotch or how much comfort you need on the crotch. So this is how it's done. You point your arms forward once again. So I'm going to put the tape measure between your crotch. Is going to go from the top of the waistband and we bring it through your crotch area here and then bring it now to the front. Same thing, we're going to bring the tape measure to the top of the waistband in front. Now, this crotch measure, if you like how this fits, then we will record 27 and a half. If you want a little bit more room, you just let the tape go a little bit looser and we give you another 1/4 inch, 27 3/4. That's really your call, you know, if you want more room on your crotch or not. But I think in this instance, I'll give you 27 3/4. It'll be a lot more comfortable for you. That's your U-rise. So for the tailor to determine exactly where your knee is and where your calf is, we need to take the measurement from the top of the waistband. In the first case for your knee, so we go from the top of the waistband to your knee. So this tells him where the knee is going to be, how he's cutting the pants. So in this case, your waist to knee, we call it, is 22 inches. We locate your calf as well. Your waist to calf is 29 inches. So that will give the tailor a good guide as to how he's going to cut the shape of the pants. Finally, for the pants, we're just going to do the length of the pants. All we need is the outseam of the pants. So once again, point your arms forward. And we're going to bring the tape measure at the top of the waistband. And again, this measurement usually is a bit subjective. Some people like it shorter, some people like it longer. I usually like to take it just at the top of the shoe here, on the side. Nowadays, people like to show sock, you can go higher. But in your case, Stuart, I'm going to give you 41 inches. That's your outseam. So Stuart, the other information we need to complete the process will be 3 profile pics. We do a front, we take a side profile measurement, and then turn to the back now, Stuart, and you take your back measurement. However, in your case, because when we measured you, your upper arm was a bit protruding. What Tiana is going to do is take a close-up shot of that arm to show the tailor it's protruding. Now, Tiana, if you go to the back a little bit now, you just kind of zoom in on it so you can see how your upper arm is wider than your bicep. So it's very important for the tailor to understand what type of shoulders you have. So on the form that we use, and actually online, we have all these measurements, all these details of your shape. We need to indicate whether you have sloping shoulders, square shoulders, normal shoulders, and same thing with your seat. And focusing on your side profile. Your chest, you have a muscular chest. We call it a muscular chest because you're trained. So the tailor is going to know how to proportion the front across measurement and the back across measurement. He makes up the chest measurement. So that's an important measurement to do. So I'm just going to slip this jacket on. See if it's correct. So now here's one of the problems I would have. You notice because your chest protrudes a bit, you get a slight bit of gapping in here, right? So when the tailor sees this and he will adjust it, he's going to give you a little bit more room on the front chest. All of this is going to be tweaked when we actually get the first fitting and we do our pin-ups, etc. And it's all FedEx process. We send it back to Hong Kong, they fix it, send it back, and you'll have your completed bespoke jacket like this, the one that I have here. Shows the fabric we've used, Laura Piana in this case. So I have my initials in here, AMH. So all these various detail, and you can see with a bespoke jacket, it's all functional buttonholes. You can actually unbutton the jacket sleeve here. Let me see if I can get it on. So all can be unbuttoned. And once again, this is a bespoke shirt also. So we do the shirts. That's where we took your shirt measurement. You get your initials here also. So everything is personalized, it's customized, and that's what bespoke is. Bespoke is spoken for you. A pattern is cut from scratch for you.